2-0 Murray State will host 0-2 Southern Illinois. Not this Monday, next Monday, December 29th. I believe it'll be on KFVS2. Still very early into the season, but this is going to be a big-time matchup for both the Salukis and the Racers. Turning to the recruiting trail. We didn't have time for this segment last weekend. A lot of signings coming up. Let's get to it. McCracken County earlier this month had a huge signing day. More than a dozen seniors signing, including Will Fox headed to Louisville for baseball, Landon Hunt to Murray State for golf, Penny Kirkham to UT Martin volleyball. Extremely impressive signing class. Congrats to all 15 of the Mustang seniors who signed on to play college sports. And some golf signings. St. Vincent's Sam Koisher heading to Mac to play golf, and Harper McClard from Cape Central, the first Tiger ever to golf at State, headed to Columbia College next year. Turning to the NFL now. The Chiefs are out of the playoff picture, but Gardner Minshew hoping to lead KC to a victory today in Nashville, Tennessee. Unfortunately, very early on in this game, Minshew having to scramble, and as he's brought down, goes down and comes up a little bit of a limp. He was able to play a little bit longer on it, eventually exited. The fear is that Minshew might have torn his ACL. This comes just a week after Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL. From that point on, it was pretty much over. The Titans go and coast all their way to a victory. It was not a close final overall. Another horrible weekend for Kansas City. Wilson Contreras' time as a St. Louis Cardinal is over. Reports today that the Cardinals have dealt him to the Boston Red Sox. St. Louis sending Contreras an $8 million to cover his remaining salary. In return, starting pitcher Hunter Dobbins and a couple minor league pitchers are coming to St. Louis. That's all for sports. We'll see you tomorrow.